Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. It's fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw.
40, Mike, 40. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not the start he was hoping. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Let's go now.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Single receiver.
Let's go.
Jones now. On the down, he'll throw. He completes it to T. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Ready.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Pilot, 64, weak. Small. Shoot.
Here's Jones. Operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. A very good return that time.
Let's go,
18 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Hey, ready, 51. Check Mike, check Mike.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And the ball is knocked out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys are
Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Let's go.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go
Hey,
away.
Charlie.
And typically, what I've heard from guys, what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Man, I got you. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Blue draw quarters. Hey, box drop, box drop. Hit it.
Now intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Golden, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Yeah, let's get second.
Play action. Newman. Throwing deep for Galloway. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
2nd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Saquon Barkley, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams are just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
X3, 5.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And some room to run. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it as a running back. In this case,
now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
15 line. 15 line.
Let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. You get it.
Jones throwing on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Go, go.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Protein spill.
Hey, let's calm down.
On second down, here's Barkley.
He's trash. Let's go.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. They'll run with Barkley. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up first and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. That's a good arrogance. Believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and goal.
Hey, Delta. Let's go.
Throwing Jones. He puts that caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
On the ready.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's Barkley.
Check 50, check 50.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Rosas puts this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Hey, defense, let's go. Check 3, check 3. Joker, Joker. Check it out, Reed.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to the air on 2nd down. Newman. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Let's go,
23 yards, the final tally. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. still...
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, for the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
40 the mic. I want that.
Big grip.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He dumps it off to Barkley.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Rosas' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go, fellas.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
He'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. We'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
You think you gonna get this?
On 3rd down, Newman. With a hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just didn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Get it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for mistakes afterwards, don't they? They'll go by them down. But after a play like that, Deuce and make it to the corner and grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite for
And
Lang
Lobo.
instead of Porterhouse.
8 ounces good.
All right, just checking.
He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Come on, fellas.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Another good run for him. What else is
Let's
new?
go.
That'll put him
8-3.
right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his
exit.
presence felt in this one.
Like 51.
Shoot.
Now Jones on first down, eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
6-6. Pull it high. Yo, yo, yo. Go. Go. Let's go.
On second down now, Barkley. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. And he will take it in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Yo,
The final shot before break. Newman. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 75 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
On the double.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They throw right away. That's complete out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Check 37. Check
Pilot, 64, reach.
Check 4. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Now.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point? Whatever you're going to pick up, you can take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. Past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. 46 yards. The Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover was and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ready. 18, Gator.
Right 40.
Fire.
On 2nd and a couple. Jones flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up the first down.
First down carry for Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Ready, break.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Get it.
2nd and 5. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play would work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Hey, orbit.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Looking to throw. Jones nowhere to his escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The shotgun, they run with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, and Collins would say, hey, they're on scholarship too in the NFL. They're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to get points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
Just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Newman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. Things turn out for him.
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
On the ready.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Indy.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosasson to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Come on, D!
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he cuts it right sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tavon Austin. 75 yards. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Check 3, front. 55.
From the gun, Newman. And this will be caught. as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, Haywood.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's go. Let's
Lead grip.
They begin with a run by Barkley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
60 outlaw.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. I got one.
Protein spill.
You got tight.
Smoke.
You got tight right there.
5.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
All day, every day. Set, hut, go to base. Watch it, hey, here I come.
The play fake. Newman rolling to his right. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, come on.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
3 down. Ready, set, 55. Hey, eat. Let's go, Heavy.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
2nd and 9 now. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
3 buds.
A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself, in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And another run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Mark 55.
On third down. Swift. They'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And you have to think, I was the quarterback, but number 4 is kind of how you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do?
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 77 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Boys, bring it up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives. A 2-score, I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I
Really?
put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say, run the football, you've got the lead. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Got it.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jones now throwing to start the drive. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Box drop.
Go. 26, Mike. 20.
Yep.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Now.
Jones.
6-man.
The downhill throw.
Check
Now a
throw.
desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Definitely desperation time.
Ready.
This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a
Ready.
play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you it's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Ready? 18, Gator.
All day, Bianco. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Got you, boy.
Deep river. Deep river.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jamie Collins in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
You can't stop me.
Down.
So after the
50,
sack, they'll
plant.
come up on a
Go,
still
go.
manageable 2nd and 13.
5.
2nd and 13. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
This is almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
You know, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end
And
zone.
now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone.
And a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Watch the twitch.
Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
We play to win. Let go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know, it'd be just one last drive here for Pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders.
Come on, fellas. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Check the backer. Check the backer. Check.
White. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Let's go.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
What
3
now?
yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Army. Check 9.
White Monday down.
They'll call inside, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Down. Right, 80.
Watch the pass.
Raider one.
A quick throw there out to Williams. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Oh, nice move. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown!
From 21 yards away. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 23. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, get in the weight room.
694. Back. Heavy.
Watch twins.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that one-rated and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Express.
42. Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I'll tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, Right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
He's back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Markel Lee in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Hey, Delta.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
You ain't doing nothing today.
You're mine.
You ain't doing nothing today. Watch the safety.
Carr gonna throw. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Vincent Mayowa drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Taken right on the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
20 down. 180. Back to you. Express. Back to you. 24 is the mic. Set the tone. Set the tone.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up. Carr now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Bravo!
They do go for it. It's Carr. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. First and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Sunday, down. Blue 80.
Hey, eat.
What we got?
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big...
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, well, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. They're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they have patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. After the penalty, it's